This month's Artist Spotlight features an ancient form of temporary body art called henna. Tejal Mehta learned how to create henna as a child in India and has been practicing it ever since. She created her own business, Henna Lakeland, to spread her knowledge and passion for the traditional art form throughout the Central Florida area. Here's a look at the incredible artwork of Tejal Mehta.
Henna is all natural, so it's good for any ages. Not only that, I've done pregnant bellies. They're so beautiful. And again, yeah, it's made out of all natural. It's called lasagna inermis is the powder, and we enhance it through different natural oils. Basically, you have to keep the henna on for at least 8 hours. But if you do it at night, you can just go to sleep with it. And in the morning when you wake up, you just flake it off. And then you put a little bit of Vaseline or olive oil. It basically fades as your epidermis, like your first layer of skin fades. Some people say it lasts 1 week. Some people say 2 weeks. The maximum I've gotten, some people, and I get that very rarely, few people have said it lasted them 4 weeks. But again, it depends on the skin and chemistry of your body. Like personally, I don't have so much heat in my body. Mine usually lasts a week and a half. My daughter, her lasts about 2.5 weeks because she has more heat and it takes up better color. So when you have heat and certain type of skin, keeps henna longer. So that's how it works. The original usage of henna was more medicinal. That little area of Middle East, Pakistan, and Northwest India, that's where the henna grows the best. And that place is really super hot. Basically what they did, they crushed the leaves and slapped it on their hands and bottom of their feet, and it basically cooled them down. It basically sucks the heat of your body, and it gives you a cooling feeling. And then how they discovered it gives really beautiful color, you know, so then Indian culture adapted in their own way. The adoption came as like when women in India, they were basically, they used to get arranged marriage, and they started at the time of marriage, they started doing henna on their hands and feet of their bottom. So the tradition came about that until the henna fades away, the women don't really do anything in the house. They get to know the family, in-laws and everything, because once it faded away, I'm sorry to say that, but they were almost treated like slaves, you know. After that, they became literally slaves to the family, you know. So that's how the tradition in Indian culture started. There is Middle Eastern, they do henna too. They have their own little thing happening. So like, as I say on my Facebook page, that henna is very versatile. You can give your own meaning to the henna, you know. So that's how it started, and each culture has their own little meanings. I was born and raised in India. So everyone did it around me, like my mom, my sister, my neighbors. We just grew up with this henna thing, you know. We did it almost every month on each other's, you know. We hung around together and I did henna on each other. My mom actually did it traditionally. She would just have a paste in a bowl and she would have a stick and she would dip it each time and make design, dip it, make design. That's how initially it started. My sister, Falguni, she always did it when I was young. There's a little story behind that. When my sister did it when I was young, I would always fight with her. I was like, she would never want to do henna on me because I'll be like, sister, that line is not straight, this is horrible. And she hated doing henna on me. So I just wanted to do henna, and I'm sorry, I must say, but it was more like, look, I can do better lines than you. It was one of those things. But she really admires me too. She loves when I do henna. Now she comes and she's like, do henna on me. And no one ever really taught me. I just saw, and because I was around it, I just caught it, you know, and I just always wanted to do it. So I just started doing. It is a type of skill. It does require years of practice to be really perfect at it. As you were saying earlier, you make it look so easy because now it is so easy after so many years. because I had passion, it was a lot easier to learn so quick, and I had always been around and seen it. Like my daughter, she just sees it and she makes beautiful flowers. You know, it's just, I think it's one of those things. I have tried teaching few people, like few of my friends' daughter and stuff like that. I personally think it is more innate. It has to be in you naturally, and you have to have passion. People, I mean, anyone can learn, don't get me wrong. It's like English, you know, anyone can learn English, but getting it grammatically correct, not everyone can do it, you know what I mean? No, but you can look at a design, like a lot of women, they do learn henna, and there are a lot of women out there, they look at the design and they copy it. They can do that, and they're pretty good at that too, but doing it naturally, coming it from brain, has to be within you, and it has to be innate. Yes, I do a lot of like birthday parties, graduation. Now it has become so normal to celebrate basically any occasion like that, you know. And people just call me up. Like I have that friend earlier who was getting it done. She loves henna so much. She just calls me up once after, like every 6 months or so. She's like, hey, I want some henna. I'm like, yay, come on over and we'll get you some henna. I kind of do make it kind of like a therapy session, because those women who come by, they talk about things that they're going in their life, and I share some of the things that I'm going through my life, and I just create this natural bond with women, you know. And again, a lot of henna clients have become really good friends of mine, you know. I would love to beautify people who are going through cancer, who has lost their hair. I want to create beautiful henna crowns for them, and I would love to start a nonprofit for that. I am planning to apply to Give Well Foundation, but they require you to have 501c3. I did half of the paperwork, but I'm looking for board members. I know it's the beginning, and it's hard to have board members who would be interested in giving their time for free, and I can't do anything alone, you know. I definitely need support to take my vision to next level, you know. And that's one of the ideas that I have for the city of Polk County. Each and individual experience keeps me going. Actually, there are points I'm like, should I even do this? I mean, to be honest, I don't make a lot of money doing this, but I just do it because I feel like I'm making little difference in someone's life just for a moment. Even that moment, if that is making them forget and forgive whatever they're going through, that's just a beautiful moment to be in. And that keeps me going.
Keep up with the artwork of Tejal Mehta and book an appointment for your own henna session by following her on Facebook. Just search for Henna Lakeland.